Hey everyone, Dubs Abroad here. So, week 3 of the May Mayhem Town Star competition ended, and hopefully you were able to take advantage of the new meta changes. My town didn't go as planned, obviously, but I did end up getting rank 722, so top 1000 again, as I figured. I actually tried to go for that rank 700 spot for the extra $5,000 prize, but figured I wouldn't be lucky enough to get it. So it took me about 2 minutes before I got into the map to be able to select a tile to start my town in. And my original plan was to try to get a desert next to an ocean or a river that was close to a city. But I swear, within the first 2 minutes of the competition starting, they were all gone. So after about 10 minutes of searching, I just picked any desert spot I could find that still had one gasoline cell cost with the express depot. The cell time was about a minute and 20 seconds, unfortunately. And to make things worse, the tile I picked had two adjacent mountains across each other, so that cast a lot of shade. So I decided that cakes or uniforms were out of the question, so it was just going to be a pure jet fuel build, which seemed to be the way to go because the top people in the leaderboards were doing just jet fuel, I believe. So the first time I finished my jet fuel build, I ran into an issue where I ran out of money because I wasn't selling enough jet fuel to keep up with my wages. So I ended up having to destroy half my town just to keep it running. Eventually I did rebuild it, and I made a small polluted sheep farm, which actually worked out because I didn't run out of money that way. It's funny because all the sheep pens and the trees had red timers because there was pollution everywhere, um, as well as the shade from the mountains, which affects the trees. But somehow the wool it was producing was enough to keep me profiting, so I wasn't going to um, end up broke. And I wasn't going to mess with the build anymore. I was doing close to 500 jet fuel per hour with my finished build, which was about 175,000 stars per hour. And that jet fuel build looked like an ugly mess. I didn't think it out enough at first, but now I think I know how to do it better for next time. I had some people drop me useful hints and layouts for jet fuel builds, so I do appreciate that. If jet fuel meta comes back in the future, hopefully I'll have learned from this experience and do it better next time. So as for next week, all I know right now is that there will be a brand new meta for next week. So brand new strategy. You probably won't be doing jet fuel again, so keep that in mind. The new meta should be announced in the Galley Games Discord on the Townstar announcement channel 1 hour before the next competition begins. So you're going to have very little time to prepare. And since we are having a new meta, it makes me wonder what will get a point increase this time, since we just had a bunch of items that had point increases in this previous meta. I don't know for sure what it'll be, but it will probably be something that people usually don't make a large quantity of. Yeah, it's going to be a surprise for sure, and that makes it more fun. And the only thing I can really recommend is just make something that involves the meta. Whatever the meta is, just produce that as your end build. So now just going to recap some news. We're approaching the last week of May, and it seems they might not get everything they plan to happen done in time. The competition for Town Crush just got delayed until sometime in June, since they're having issues with the game. And for those of us with a Vox, we haven't heard any update on how Vox May Mayhem will work yet. And we also don't have an exact date for the Miranda spin and how that'll work, but it'll likely be in the last few days of May. assuming they don't run into any issues with that. And the odds of winning something valuable in the spin is only about 1%. So yeah, let's hope those Crow Fate cards do something good in the future, because I know that's what I'm getting. But I figured it had to be that way because that's the only way they can give valuable stuff out. As for the free flower storage, many people are confused by how to qualify for it. The blog says you have to play for 3 days, and that started after May 17th. And basically, what staff members have told us is that as long as you play a little every day, you will qualify. Like, just get your daily challenge done 3 times and you should qualify. It doesn't even have to be 3 times in a row, just 3 times between May 17th and the end of May. Yeah, it's really not that hard. And just a reminder, they won't be distributing the flower storage or the feedbot NFT until later in June. And the feedbot is just for those of you who got 10 referrals to play Townstar a lot. So yeah, that's all the news I have on that. Moving on. Oh, so I noticed I surpassed over 300 subscribers. Wow. Thank you so much, everyone. It means a lot. So I haven't posted as many videos as I wanted to, but I am working on a couple of videos right now. And I am redoing some of my current videos. So like the point-based distribution and the town power explanation videos, for example. I'm going to be uploading a new version of those and unlisting the current ones I have. I want to be able to have short and to the point explanation videos that people can watch. I have a few of those videos already done, but still working through the rest that I have planned. And I plan to make full build guide videos after that are easy to follow, which will be very helpful for new players. I'm also working on getting a new intro done, and oh my gosh, it's freaking amazing so far. I love it. Should hopefully have that fully ready by next week for my future videos. The plan was to have the new intro be shorter, but it came out so good that it's going to be the same length as my current intro, which is 9 seconds. But you're always welcome to skip the intro. Just skip ahead 10 seconds and get right into the video. It's not really that important, but I'm just excited to have the new intro in my future videos. I will also have a new logo design, and that intro and logo design will be permanent for my channel moving forward. Also, let me know if the volume sounds okay. I've been messing around with the settings, so the volume on my videos right now is kind of all over the place. But if this sounds good, I'll keep it like this. Although there might be a bit of background noise from the sound my laptop makes, or the AC unit, or the thunderstorm in the background right now. You might be able to hear that. Shout out to everyone using and sharing the Townstar playbook, and for all the feedback, much appreciated. We'll have a revised video for that coming up too. That's all I got for this video. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more content.